Hi, welcome back to Coastal Homestead. Today, I'm going to answer your burning question, who sells the best pots? Just kidding. I know it's not a burning question, but I shared my shopping a few videos ago at Costco, and someone said that the pot that I found was not a good deal. And that got me thinking, is it a good deal? I haven't shopped for pots in a while, so let's go check it out. On the list for today, I have Lowe's, Home Depot, and of course, Costco. You'll have to wait till the end to see what I end up actually buying, but I'm gonna go through what's in stock at the store, some prices, and why I like certain ones over other ones. So sit back, stick around, and let's go shopping. I came to show you some pots, and so this is like a standard size 10-inch pot for $11.98. Just some terracotta ones. And I was just at Costco in the previous videos and they had a really good deal on pots. So something comparable here, I would say, is like this one. It's a different look, but it's same material, $26 for a 20-inch. The Costco one was a 22-inch, slightly different look, and $15.99. So this has a lot of different pots. There's so many pots. I don't know if this is what they have year round, but it is definitely about to be spring and garden centers are gonna be popping. So hopefully you can hear me, but let me show you. So we'll start on this end, but over here, this is a 17-inch wicker. So this is the smaller version I can show you. It is so light. Look at that, it's so light. And this is, looks like it's $11. Yeah, it's only $11 for this size. If you like this look, you know, it's kind of nice. And then there's this one. I actually prefer this look. It's a little bit more classic. This is also $12 for a 15-inch. And if you want the 19-inch, it's only $19. So that's a pretty good deal right here. This size is pretty good. And then this next one, it's $24 for a 17-inch. And if you like black, this is a great one. I think these are really great for indoors as well, for your indoor plants. You can do a pot inside a pot as well. And since they don't have a hole, you can punch the hole later if you want to do a draining situation. This one is nice. This is like a nice shiny finish. And this is kind of your classic, I think, run-of-the-mill planter right here. Oh, and then I like that they have hanging baskets. That's nice, $15. And I like that they're light. They come in different colors, and finishes. So you could do a hanging basket like this, a square-ish one like that, and there's even a window box. So I like that you can have all the different sizes and sets, and they all kind of match. So that is definitely something really cool. As a designer, I look for what I can get to match. And if it's matching color, matching textures, like over here, these are so cool too. So this is a huge one. This is $50 for a 22-inch. But it has that false stone look. Over here, this is a kind of fun little pattern here if you like patterns, and 18 inches for $25 is pretty darn good. It's pretty big. And then this one is fun. It's kind of like a plaster jar. It is more, it's $70, but it is light. Oh, and it is self-watering, so that would be really nice if you don't like to water often. This is a fluted one. This seems like to be the higher end of what I was just looking at. But these are all really nice pots. I like that one too. And then up there, there's even some bigger pots right there. Different colors, different textures. Wow, there's a lot of options here. This is definitely a great spot if you want to look for pots. Oh, so here's the one that I was saying I like. It's $42 though for a 19-inch. And the bigger the better in my opinion, for pots. So you have more space for roots. It does take more soil, but you have this size. This is a nice tall one. If you like black, I wouldn't put it in a full sun situation. It might get too hot. If you just want something basic, this is a grower's pot if you don't care what it looks like and you need something to grow it in. And these are some standards. Oh, this one is a urn. So you actually put this underneath that one and it becomes an urn. That's kind of fun. I haven't seen that before. So $16 for 19-inch. Really giant ones right here. I basically fit inside of it, but it's so big. And I think this one is a 30-inch extra large. This one's antique white. This one's dark blue. It's kind of a medium blue, but really nice planters. But oh, super heavy. So up there, there's some really big ones, but these are the terracotta. It's about the same. I do love this brown color. I don't have anything close to me that I can reach, but it's gray terracotta. It's $6.97 each for the 6-inch. And I actually like this shape of terracotta. I'm not a big terracotta person, but they're kind of neat. This is a little bit different. This is pretty standard right here. That one is a little bit more modern. And these ones, I like the color. It's just different. And then these are kind of fun. These are upside down, obviously. I can't turn them over, but it's $50 for a decently sized one. It's about the way I would say it goes for big pots. Here, there's some bigger ones. 17-inch for $25 is a pretty good price, I would say. But again, I'm not a huge fan of terracotta. But so here, something that's a bit more decorative and upscale, these ones, these lava type, are going to be $100. So if you have a very specific look that you're going for, this would be good for that. And there's a matching one that's a little bit smaller than that one. And then up here you have, this is called gunmetal is the color. It's $55 for 15-inch. And it's pretty hefty. There's a matching small one. Ooh, these are pretty. There's a fluted tulip and it looks like it's attached. So that might be hard if you're trying to remove the water, but it's really pretty. And it comes in white, a lot of these other ones. So, you know, I think it's pretty cool to see that there's a lot of different options here. There's definitely more options in this material than we saw at Lowe's. And then they have plastic faux wine barrels. And then there's a lot more. Oh, I like this kind too. This might be some type of terracotta plaster type. Yeah, natural clay. And there's real wine barrels, plastic wine barrels. There's some more plastic. I use this in a design for a project in Maine that you'll see more about. And then they have these different plastic ones that are much larger and different finishes. But yeah, that one's $80. That one's $24. That one's $40 for a pretty big one. This is a thinner wall than these, so these will probably last a little bit longer. And there's that one, which is, you know, I think we're seeing this style everywhere. This is 18 inches and it's $40. Pretty classic, can't go wrong with. There's like the tulip shape, they call it the Franklin. There's an urn, and then there's different patterns, and then there's different finishes up there. I thought this scallop one was really pretty up there. They're tall ones, and there's that kind too up there. I don't see them down here, so I can't really show you, but those are pretty big. I don't see the price on there, but I'm guessing they're in the $50 to $75 because that's how big the big ones are going for. And here, this one is kind of neat, the scallop pattern, and I do like how light it is. I can do it with one hand. This is my left hand. It's self-watering, and whew. But again, it is $30 for that. And oh, there it is. It's $64 for that guy. It's a Liliana planter. It is self-watering. I believe it's weather resistant. These are some grower pots. And then up top, there's some, I think that's overflow. And then this one is Vigoro. and this is the Home Depot brand, but these are really inexpensive, and for $10 you get a 12-inch planter. So there are inexpensive options here. I like this light green color. It's really pretty. But again, it's not very big. So your bigger pot options, the Vigoro line is probably your best bet if you're trying to save a buck and you're not as concerned about having it be as decorative. That's where you're going to save some money. These are black and they're plain. So this is a very modern look right here. That one is a little bit of a fluted shape, and it comes in brown, and it also comes in the fake terracotta. Let me just show you. This is the Kyra 20 round. It has a built-in saucer, and this is two. I can't take them apart, but it's nice and light. So $21, 20-inch. This is pretty comparable to the Costco pot. So if you prefer this more modern, sleek look, that's a good option. Since we're here, let me show you some of their other planters. They have a $50 2x2. You probably can't make a planter for less, considering how much wood costs now, unless you have wood planks that you don't use and you want to repurpose. You probably can't get that. And this is $149 for a small planter. And there's this kind too. It's plastic though. So there are a lot of options here. Let's head to Costco and take a look at their planters. You got lucky. They have all the colors. They have both the white one and this kind of gray. I'm very tempted to get this color, but it will be getting hot where I want it. So there you have it, $15.99. And you get this kind of whitish gray and then this blackish gray. So you decide which one you like. But I forgot, there's also this Verideck that's really nice. It's really nice and smooth. It's 13 inches and it's $25.99 for one. Then there's the bamboo ones for $27.99. This one has everything. This one actually has a caddy set for $29.99 each. Oh, they even have gloves. This is interesting. Hydra hide. Haven't seen these before. Weather resistant leather. Oh, and it's two pairs for $14.99. It comes in large, small, and medium. I might need to try a pair. Let's see. This is the small. My hand, I think I might be a small. I might be able to open this, slip my hand in here. Oh, maybe I'm a medium. It's a little snug. Fingertips wise, this fits my finger perfectly. This might be for like the phone, to be able to use your phone. This fits like a glove, as they would say. But let's see what the medium fits like. Large is definitely too big, but medium. Yeah, so there's two pairs. I don't really care for the color, but the gloves are hard to come by. Oh, medium fits way better, more comfortable. And finger-wise, pretty good. Now, I don't have the biggest hands, but I don't have the smallest hands either. So this works great. I'm gonna take these ones. Okay, someone took the Verideck planter out, so now I can lift it, but these are pretty big. It's 13 inches wide, so decent size. This is next to me, and if I back up, you know, it's about thigh high. I'm 5'4", so that helps with sizing. 25 bucks. It's pretty good. There's even a shelf inside if you want to do pot in a pot for your indoor applications. There's drainage holes. This is a pretty good buy. It's really polished, modern, great for an office. Now, let me show you the other pots that I came for. Okay, so in my previous video at Costco, I showed you everything here. And these ones are the white ones. They're 20 inches big. This is really big. So now it's, do I want the white ones or the black ones? Or both? I think I'm gonna go white. I don't know, I kind of want to go for the white, but let me show you the black. This is the black color. Hold on. Black and white. I don't know. Which one would you pick? They're huge. Yeah, I don't know. This is more my aesthetic. this won't get as hot. Do I do both? I don't know. Should I get 4? I was thinking I would put roses in these. I'm going to do roses in these because I don't have enough space to put them in the ground. Hard decisions. I think ultimately where I want to put it, white makes the most sense. So I'm going to go white. And since they're only $15.99, I think I need 4. So, and look, all 4 I can lift. Let's see if I can throw it. And I can throw them. So that's how light they are. It is not the lightest, all 4 stacked. But once you add soil in here, it's going to be hefty. So this is probably going to take 1.5 bags to 2 bags of soil, depending on how you do it. But I'll show you how I fill it. I tend to put chunky perlite in the bottom and then kind of work my way up. Anyway, you'll see it in another video. I actually just bought a solar bird feeder, or I would try this one. I actually have to set mine up. So that one is, let me see. It's not $14.99. The sign is not anywhere to be seen. So I want to say it was like around $99 at the other Costco. This one I showed you in the last video, the Costco video, about a self-watering cedar planter, $149. And then there's hoses. This printer set is a pretty good start. They have all of their outdoor furniture here. I'm not going to show you that because we're here for pots. This is a pot video. But I can show you some plants because if you have pots, you need plants. This one doesn't have as many plants, but there's just some live house plants right here. And you can see it's the same variety as in my other video. This is the other option here, and it says round, lightweight concrete planter. This is not lightweight. Like, look, it is lighter for concrete. It's about this big, pretty big. It's an 18-inch diameter. I'll put it side by side, but it is not by any means super light. This is probably the weight of 4 of the ones that I got. I'll do it side by side. This is what I got. I would never be able to throw this other one. While I like the style of this a little bit more, and this is 18 inches across, it's $49.99, whereas this one is 22 inches across and it's the $15.99. Like, this is taller. You can see it's a different material. This might last you longer. I don't know. This could last a long time too. So it's really hard to say which one is better. It's really what's in your budget. I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4 of these times 15 for the price of 1 and a little bit. I don't know. It's a really hard bargain. If you need big pots, $15, $15.99 is really hard to beat. Now, if you want a prettier pot, there is the round glaze, and this is gonna fall down, but maybe it's not if it's sitting on there. But this is really heavy. It can crack with the weather. So I don't know. You gotta really like this pattern. I have had clients in the past that they bought this one and they are attached to it and they wait for it to come back every year. They didn't buy a pair and they only bought one and regretted that they didn't buy a pair. So when it comes to garden design, I always buy in 2, 3s, and 4s because that's often how I design. So I'm getting 4, and I'm even tempted to get 6 because I'm gonna line them down my driveway and put a bunch of roses in them. I don't know, I'm thinking about buying 6. Okay, I did some circling. I did not see the bulbs in my previous video, so this location doesn't have it. Maybe they either haven't gotten it or sold out, and it is getting warm for bulbs here in Southern California, but if you're in a cooler zone, then that means it will roll out to a Costco near you. Now, I spoke too soon. The bulbs are up here, right here. Right there. That's where they are, right there. tucked myself away in the corner because this Costco is so busy. I don't want to get people in the background accidentally, but I did want to show you all the wonderful pots in here. Ultimately, I'm going home with 4 pots. I'm trying to be really good, leave some for you. We're at the end of January and going into February. For those of you who start to garden a little bit later than us here in Southern California, I feel like these things are going to start popping up at your local centers. I haven't done a video like this where I go to the different stores and compare what is in which store. So if you liked it, please let me know if there's anything that you particularly enjoyed or that you want to see more of. I love to go into stores and see what's available. I'm happy to share with you. That's it for this video. Please like and subscribe so I can see you in the next one.